Hello, Facebook Live friends. We're having a little bit of a problem with Facebook, with our internet, so I'm not sure if this is recording, but in case it is, here I am. Reverend Elizabeth Mora, about to sign out from church. I will be doing church at home, but I'm about to do this really strange thing that I didn't think I would be doing. I am going to pack up. I'm packing up right now, my office, and I'm going to go home and stay home completely. I've been coming into the church because there's only two of us or sometimes three of us, and it feels like I can wipe down the surfaces and I can be safe. And I decided that I wanted to be proactive. I'm not sure, but I'm preparing for the fact that we may all be locked into our homes, and that the more I can stay home, the better. So even though I'm following the guidelines, it's not a gathering of 10 or more, but I decided that I should stay home, even though I could come into this office. Anyway, a lot of rambling. And what I wanted to do was take some images of the church before I go so that I can show them on Sunday. And again, just share that this is what I'm doing. So I want to take a picture and get some Facebook footage of the sanctuary here, because I know some of the folks like me are probably missing being here. Tatiana sitting at her piano, and the Christ candle lit, and the sanctuary, the pulpit where we're at, and all of the chairs. And this is where you all sit. This is where all the beloved people sit on Sunday, and it looks like that. And I miss seeing people in those chairs. Damn it, I miss that. You don't know exactly how much you miss it until it's not there. John, you're so funny. If you could have a gathering of 10, I could do a love offering. Never miss an opportunity to take a love offering. Hey, Carolyn. Hi, Alan, all the way down there. So anyway, I'm one of those folks that's sharing what I'm up to. And in case you hadn't had a chance to see where I'm at now, Alan, you get to see where I'm preaching. Hey, Stacy, my theater friend. This is the church sanctuary, all empty for now. And that's where you belong. That's where the people will be on Sunday when we do Facebook Live. And I was just sharing that I'm getting ready to pack it in. I've been coming into the office because there's only two of us here. And I've realized that that's not the most responsible thing I could be doing right now. So for me personally, I'm going to pack it all up and I'm going to stay home, even though sitting in an office next to somebody isn't as big a deal. A friend pointed out to me, well, as much as we think that we're aware of every place that we touch, you just don't know. Like, did I touch that chair? Did I touch the outlet? And then would she touch that? And you just never know. And I realized, why am I taking that risk just to be in this building? I like being here. Don't get me wrong. I love to be in the church. I have the luxury of working from home and can do everything at home. I'm lucky. I'm not a healthcare worker. So I wanted to take some footage so that I can show it on Sunday to the church folks who are missing sitting here, like Carolyn, who's online right now. So this is where I picture all of you sitting there. I can see that our video person Elena or Jeanette would normally be sitting there, and our musicians, Megan and Bruce and Tatiana and Carolyn and Anita would be in the back there holding sacred space for us. And our ushers, Mary, would be sitting back there. Gail Petersdorf usually sits back there. And, you know, I can tell you kind of every chair that folks are sitting in. So, getting a little weepy. So I'm not. Thanks. I don't know what I was about to say, but I don't know how long I'm not going to be stepping back into this building. And a few weeks ago when I was really tired, and I'm really tired of ministry for a little bit there, I was like, boy, wouldn't want to go here, and I would have wanted to stay home. And now I'm gonna stay home, and it's a little sad. And I'm gonna miss being in this building, and I'm incredibly aware of the lessons that I'm already learning through this COVID-19 thing, because it's all about me learning lessons. That's why it's all happening. So getting used to doing videos without makeup, because why put on makeup? Women of America in the world are saving so much money thanks to COVID-19. No makeup. I'm not going through my makeup. Hey, Candace. And we're saving money on nails. My friend Candace loves to get her nails done. So this is me saying goodbye to the church building for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks? I can't keep track of how long everything is closed. But for me personally, what I wanted to do was to be ahead of the curve. I've tried to do that with everything. Thanks, Carolyn. Everything going on is, I'm a progressive in general, in everywhere of my life. And so I like to be ahead of the curve and thinking forward. And so I stopped hugging and shaking hands and stuff a few weeks before this all got really intense. It was my guidance to do that. And I kind of like to do that every flu season because germs still sometimes work on me. I know they don't on everybody, but they sometimes work on me. And so I had stopped that. And then we closed the church before. Please, poor connection. And so I decided that my next step to be ahead, going in and out, I am going to leave church and not come back to work, even though I can, before they ask us to shut in. And I think that probably is coming. And I'm sorry, our internet connection is not great. And so I'm going to be staying at home early voluntarily. And if it never comes, it never comes. But I am working from home from now on. And so I wanted to say farewell to this room where I would normally be doing Sunday service. Kind of emotional for me. I wonder if the sound's coming back on. Let me know, Candace, if you can hear me yet. Our internet has been coming in and out. My theory is the internet has got to be overloaded right now. And so I'm gonna turn off some lights. I'm gonna go over and turn the heat. It's at 62 and we're gonna hold, except I can't see. I hope that says hold. I'm gonna have to come back and do that. So we're gonna hold the temperature. Sound is fine. Okay, good. Thanks, Vicki. Oh gosh. I know it's not the end of the world, but it feels really weird. It feels a little like, man, like the lights are going out. So it's gonna be fun in a few weeks. I don't know when that is, to come back and to say we're back at church again. Man, with the thought of not having something really makes you appreciate, and it sure puts challenges in perspective. What seemed really challenging, hey Tom, a couple of weeks ago, doesn't feel important at all. And here's the hallway, lights out, and we have our beautiful foyer here. I'm gonna turn the lights out, walk back into my office. You know what this feels like? Remember the last Mary Tyler Moore episode? Oh my God. And they all got in a group hug and they scooched across the room. I feel a little bit like, Mary Tyler Moore. Here's my office. Everything's been turned off. I'm taking my plant home with me. There's Carolyn. Thank you so much for the plant that you brought me today. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I can't even make it work. There it is. So anyway, I love all of you. I'm closing up the church voluntarily, early, ahead of time, because it feels important for me, even though they're not requiring me to stay home. I want to set an example and say, if me being out and about in the world might make a difference to one person, that I stay home instead of drive here and maybe inadvertently, touch a doorknob or something. What the heck? I can work at home. My husband and I get along great. The cat loves having us home. So San Francisco, Kevin, hats off to you guys, and Robin out there in California, already dealing with some of this. I'm jumping on the bandwagon ahead of time. We were going to have a board meeting here because we all 2 days ago thought it would be okay. There's only 4 of us and we have 6-foot tables, and we were going to just hold it here. And I've sprayed everything down after we had elections here. What a pretty church. And so I thought, okay, this would be okay. And I'm all set up for it. And then the more I talked to my dear friend, Reverend Kelly Isola, and the more I started thinking and praying about it, it started to not feel right. It felt right yesterday. That is how fast things are changing. Yeah, no problem. We can still meet and keep social distance. And most of us on the board are, in the high risk category or close to it. And then my thought was, no. So a little bit of a leadership moment for me to once again kind of step out, and everyone on the board said, you're right. Oh, Kathy Fletcher, man, send me an email. I've been trying to get in touch with you for years. It's so cool to see you online. So anyway, I decided that even though the board was so sweet and willing to come in, that I'm going to go home and close up the church right now. I know I'll be back, but it feels a little bit emotional. So thanks, friends, for being online with me and witnessing kind of a big moment for me that I didn't expect. So Unity Northwest Church, I will be back, and keep watching online at 1 and 7:30. I do a 15-minute check-in with people, and then I've put up a couple of Zoom classes in the next 2 weeks, how to deal with COVID-19 in one form or the other. There's probably a class I should do where we don't even talk about that we just laugh. So who knows what's coming. I'm doing whatever I can to support folks. And if you have ideas, let me know. And no matter what, twice a day, I'm checking in online. For anybody that wants to check in, I don't know what I'm going to do every day. It's me, live, raw, uncensored. I haven't dropped an F-bomb yet, and no makeup. So I love you. Kathy Fletcher, please email me through Messenger or whatever. I would love to catch up with you. Haven't seen you in forever. And Jerry, so good to see you. These always stay up online. Those are catching the end here of me closing up the church to go home. I always leave these up on Facebook. They're recorded, so you can continue to watch them. I love you all. I know you don't need me to say it, but be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. And if there's anything I can do, my email is revelizabethmora@gmail.com, Rev Elizabeth Mora, or message me through Facebook. I'm seriously here. I'll pray with you. I'll laugh with you. I'll gossip with you. We'll share stories, whatever. This is all about being with each other as much as we can right now, as we get through what I'm liking to call the great calm of 2020. I hope that it's a great calm. And Carolyn, I so appreciate you being online again. I love you all.